Stephen Bear. He leaves prison after serving just half of his 21-month sentence for sharing sex tape of his ex-lover Georgia Harrison, as he vows he's a changed man, and his family post messages of support. Who won Celebrity Big Brother in 2016, was jailed in March after filming and uploading footage of him having sex with Ms. Harrison in his garden on OnlyFans. Ms. Harrison is starring in the current series of Love was seen leaving HMP Brixton this morning sporting a scruffy beard land, All-Stars villa. Provoked outrage with his arrogant and disrespectful behavior in court, regularly turning up in a Rolls-Royce that he had rented for £475 a day. He was dumped by his girlfriend Jessica Smith while in jail, but appears to still have the support of relatives, one of whom posted a supportive message on Monday to mark his birthday. Bear is said to insist he is a changed man, and a post on his X page earlier this month said he can't wait to get my life back on track. Will be on license and wearing an ankle tag for the second half of his sentence. Is subject to a restraining order that bans him from contacting Ms. Harrison for 5 years. He must keep police informed of his whereabouts for a decade. Posted on Bear's page on X on January 4 read, "I will be leaving Brixton Prison on the January 17th. Can't wait to get my life back on track. Who's excited to see me?" Ms. Harrison has become a campaigner against revenge porn and violence since Bear's trial and said her time in the Love Island villa would be a welcome break. "I've missed out on that in the last couple of years because I've been fighting for myself and other women, which I will continue to do, but I'm just going to have a little 6-week break. I'm having a sabbatical." Short sentences leave too many women thinking, what is the point of going through a trial for that? So-called revenge porn has a devastating effect on a survivor's sense of autonomy and privacy, as well as a long-lasting impact on their mental health, and the criminal justice system needs to reflect this. Ms. Harrison spoke of how the 2-year legal ordeal she endured was detrimental to my career and my mental health, which was really hard for me. She added, "But I couldn't help but think, imagine if you were either a victim of domestic abuse or a sexual assault, if you had been raped. And you get a phone call to say, actually you're going to have to wait a whole other year to even get inside a courtroom. You've got to spend the next year of your life walking down the street not knowing if you're going to get attacked, killed, violated. How would you live with that? It would be so nice if the courts could make sure if it is a victim of sexual assault or domestic abuse, especially as in a domestic abusive relationship, that amount of time leaves the perpetrator so long to manipulate them to drop the charges. I think those sort of cases should be prioritized, and 90% of those victims are women." In June, the law cracked down on people who share intimate images without the consent of those depicted. Notable difference was his disheveled appearance, as he now boasted a huge whispery brown beard and longer unkept locks. He also made tracks in very casual sportswear, donning matching shorts and t-shirt in the freezing British temperatures. The expert went on to comment, "By extreme contrast, Stephen looks like a totally different person coming out of prison. In terms of physical appearance, he clearly hasn't had access to the luxuries that he's used to, causing him to bulk up slightly and grow facial hair. He looks like he's let himself go. In the pictures of him coming out, his eyes and head are dipped down. It's an extreme contrast between the two. Ultimately, we're looking at a broken man. He's feeling extreme shame, not just about going to prison, but losing all those things that he achieved beforehand. He's never going to get his old life back." The former E4 star could have spent around £1,000 on his pre-prison clobber, who is an attention seeker with a lack of remorse or empathy and thinks it's a red carpet moment to be proud of. "I'm not so convinced he is a changed man just because he is seen leaving prison unkempt and in a shorts and t-shirt.